The line short anyway now. But he must be overweight. He must be
corner.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Sean Waytes channel. What's up, my people? How you guys doing? And guess what? Your boy Sean Waytes is coming to the channel here today with letting you guys know that it's a victory in the building. What's up, my people? Now guys, give me a second. I had to get my mind right. Now, guys, today is your boy Sean Waytes, and he's here to talk about his victory over the weekend. Now, if you guys have been following, I went to a recent Carolina tournament. I went to your girl, shout out to Christy Martin. I went to the Christy Martin event and I won this belt this weekend. And I want to thank everybody for supporting me. I want to have a special thank you to my man Daniel Morales, the pro boxer. Follow him at Daniel Morales on Instagram. He's a beast, Papage. Now, I want to give a special thanks to everybody for supporting me on this journey. I've got great momentum this weekend. Thank God. And I won both my fights. I won my first one, split decision, and I won my second one on TKO. Thank God. Now, I pray to God all the time before I fight because I'm nervous. I don't really know what's going on. And I'm like, you know what? I really want to win this. What's the best thing that I can do? So I do the best that I can, I feel. So like I said, once again, I'm going to say it again. Thank you, everybody, for all the support on the Sean Waytes channel. So let's get to business. Now, these two belts right here, this is the first tournament I went to when I won my first fight from my first book. and this is my second belt that I won this weekend from Christy Martin. Now this belt means a lot to me because, you know, it got a lot of the fear out of my chest, a lot of the nervousness out of me. And because, like, you know, I had 2 fights over the weekend. I won both of them, as you already know. My first fight was against the guy from New Jersey. And this guy, let me tell you first, let me start off this weekend. Let me get my mind right. You know, coming off this weekend, you know, I had to make the 152-pound weight limit at the Christy Martin event right here. Christy Martin, shout out to Christy Martin and North Carolina Boxing. Shout out to all y'all guys. Shout out to Coach Patrick. Shout out to everybody out there. Now, biggest thing when I went to the event was, you know, first thing I gotta do is I gotta make weight. You know, this, let me, like if I break it down to you, like as far as like the camp, you know, going into the camp and then going into the fight. So the camp was more about, you know, what did I learn? Get a lot of rest. Get a lot of rest, stay focused, make sure that you're more aggressive this fight, because the fight before the Christy Martin event I had lost. So I had to really like sharpen up on my tools. You know, I was really upset at that loss because I felt that I could have done a lot better. So this time coming into this weekend, coming into the Christy Martin event, I was more prepared. So going into the camp, it was about rest, staying focused, and being first and being more aggressive. So that's exactly what I did when I fought the kid from New Jersey on my first fight. So let me tell you about the fight. So I'm out here getting ready to get my hands wrapped up, shadow boxing. So this time going into the event on my first fight, or going to Christy Martin, I was more warmed up. So I really, you know, got my mind right, really got my spirit right, really, you know, did what I needed to do, and really like just clocked in and did all of my shadow boxing. You know, I stretched out. I spoke to my team, my people. Shout out to Inner City Boxing, Keaton Massey. Shout out to Xavier. Shout out to Scotty. Shout out to Quan, your boy Quan out there, pro boxer. Like, a lot of things like that. So, you know, really, you know, I had rest. I was warmed up. I was hydrated. I was ready to go. And I made the 152-pound weight limit easily. So going into the fight, this guy from New Jersey, he just won't no joke. He was ready to go. And I mean, this man gave me some crazy stare down. I mean, we got into the ring and he was just like, looking me dead in my eyes. And I'm like, okay, so you think this is a game? I ain't finna be scared of you. I'm finna show you something, kid. You ain't finna beat me. And yo, we were staring each other face to face. I thought he was gonna lunge at me because the way he was staring, he was looking all scary. Like he was trying to like scare the holy brakes out of me. And I was like, this man, he finna come at me. Nah, but he didn't. He actually sat down and boxed. And that was surprising to me. But he fought hard. And I'm not gonna lie, shout out to my boy from New Jersey. Good fight. I look forward to doing it again. You ain't gonna beat me now because I'm gonna beat you again. I ain't playing no games. I'm the man now. With that being said, you know, he came and he fought hard. You know, we gave it everything we had, and, you know, I came out the victor by split decision. You know, I felt like I caught him with, you know, the cleaner shots, like the 1-2. You know, that was my best weapon. Pop, pop, because he was staying on the distance a lot. So I had to really make sure that I had full extension on my shots. And shout out to Keaton Massey, because he was the whole reason why I won that fight. Because he told me first thing, Sada. Coach Keaton, I said, listen, Sada, listen to me. Go to his body. And I did that. I went to his body. Coach Keaton Massey told me to go to his body, and I went to his body the best way that I could. And he was right, because it slowed down the fight. It was the difference. I truly believe going to that man's body was the difference in the fight. I truly believe that. And when I went to his body, he slowed down, and I was able to get off my punches the best way that I could. I won by the skin of my teeth looking at the fight. So I actually, you know, watched the fight and I see what I did wrong and see what I could have done better. You know, there was a lot of things that I needed to do. Really, like setting up my jab, setting up my combinations, and like being cleaner, like being stronger on my feet and being cleaner with my shots. So that was very important, because I felt like a lot of times when I threw a lot of shots, I was off balance. So keeping my balance, throwing tighter shots. Instead of throwing wide shots, really throwing tighter shots. Throwing tighter shots and compressing your movement. So, like, you know, just coming out there, just really like, instead of bringing it out here, kind of bring it here. You know, compress the movement and bring it down the center. So that's something that I need to work on. And I think a lot of times when boxers, like when fighters get in there, it's kind of like, damn, we're nervous and we don't really know exactly what we're not fully in control of our bodies because we're not used to fighting. And I think that's just what it is for me. I'm not used to fighting. And the second fight, going into the second fight, you know, I was a little like, you know, not worn out, but like slightly, like real little, slightly worn out from the first fight, because the first fight was a tough fight. You know, fighting back to back, that's some real stuff right there. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Had a little bit of like, my shoulder was sore. That's about it. Nothing crazy. But going into the second fight was, you know, I was more willing to take the fight to him. So this time going into the second fight, you know, I looked at my opponent's eyes, just like I did in the first time, and he kind of like he was just like, from what I've seen, he just wasn't really there. He didn't really want to fight, from my honest opinion. Like he fought, but he just didn't want it as bad as I wanted it. And you know, I'm looking at him in his eyes, and I could see it in him. I already know whether he was ready or he wasn't ready. And so the round started off, and so my first thing was, listen, I'm getting you out of there. I'm not playing with you. I'm coming after you, and I'm pressing the pressure on you now. Simple as that. I'm not playing. And that's what I did. You know, Keto Massey, shout out to Keto Massey again. Keto Massey was telling me do the double jab. But like I said, for some reason, I mean, I just didn't do it, and I should have listened to my coach, because when I listened to my coach coming to the second and third round, to the third round, the fight was a whole lot easier. So, you know, coming into the first round, let's go back to the first round. Going into the first round, you know, I'm putting the pressure on him. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna stay up in your face all day. I don't care. And he looked like a pretty big guy. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. He looked like really big. Like, he was a size bigger than me. He looked like a 165 pounder. But it is what it is anyway. I fought the guy, and I'm like, listen, I'm gonna stay in your face. I'm gonna be up on you. I'm gonna put pressure on you, and I'm not going anywhere. And that was my mentality going into the fight. So I'm hitting this guy with overhands. I'm in this guy with 1, 2, bam, left hook to the body, bam. Every time we clinch up, I'm trying to get an extra shot to the body, bah. Okay, you know, I'm trying to do all that stuff. And you know, he came off strong in the first round. Very strong guy, very strong guy. I think his name was Jeffrey Thornton, but like I said, he did his thing, you know, and congratulations to both of them. You know, he came on strong. He did what he needed to do. I definitely felt his strength. He was definitely stronger than me. And that's something that really alarmed me, like how strong he was. And I made a vow for my next camp to become a whole lot better. A whole lot better. Because I felt like his power. He had some snap to him, and I felt his physical strength. Really. Like, sometimes some people have power, and then sometimes people have physical strength to like really maneuver you and push you around the ring. Because he was strong as heck. And I was like, whoa. So that's something I need to work on. But with that, I pushed the pressure on him. You know, I didn't listen the first round to my coach. That was my fault. Then later on, my coach was like, listen, Sada, you're winning the fight. Do the double jab. What's going on? I said, okay, Coach Keto Massey. So I got my mind right. I did the double jab, and that's when I got my first count. Thank God. Then after that, I said, okay, I got him. I don't know if he was hurt or he was just worn out. To me, he looked like he was just worn out, like he had nothing left in the tank. And that's when I knew it was time to go in for the kill. So I smelled blood, and I went in for the kill. So after that, I said, okay, he a little hurt. Let me go after him. So I started hitting him with the 1, 2, 1, 2, left hook to the body. Bah! Boom, 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 boom. And then, yo, that was it. The ref gave him a second count. And before the ref knew he was done, and I knew he was done too, man, it was no need for him to take any more punishment. You know, I thought the fight ended a perfect way. For me, that's a perfect fight. It's not a perfect fight, but it's more of a perfect outcome for me. I like via TKOs. I don't care to knock somebody out on a shield and not have them dropping all over the floor and doing all of that. I don't care for all of that, because I don't care to hurt people. But like I said, I will get you out of there. Like, I'm not gonna play no games. And I think the ref made the right decision by waving the fight off, because he just didn't have it no more. He wasn't defending himself. He was getting tagged too much. And it was just, hey, it is what it is. So I'm glad that he didn't get hurt, and I'm glad that I came out the victorious from the TKO victory, because it boosted up my confidence and it made me want to fight even harder. So thank God for this weekend. You know, I got this belt sitting right here. This is my first Carolina Golden, it's not Golden Gloves, but the Carolina Gloves. And this was like the one that kind of, you know, got off my losing streak, and This one really meant a lot. This one meant a lot. But so does this one too. So I'm glad that I had the opportunity to go to Fayetteville and display my skills the best way that I could with my coach Keto Massey. So shout out to Keto Massey, shout out to North Carolina Boxing, shout out to all of these people out here. You know, shout out to the president, you know, Coach Patrick for putting on the events, and shout out to Christy Martin for putting on the event. So I want to say thank you to everybody. You know, I appreciate it. You know, the David Hornsby out there. You know, thank you for everything. So the biggest thing that I'm working on now is building myself up. I had a lack of technique, a lack of skills, a lack of strength, and now I really want to get better. Now that I have the little bit of confidence that I have, let's get better. Let's get on the page. Let's get stronger. Let's get more technical. Let's get more motivated. Let's get smarter. Let's upgrade, because I need it, because all I have is 5 more fights before I become an open fighter. And then from that point on, bro, you're facing anything and anybody. You don't want to play no games. I didn't come in this game to lose. I came in this game to be the best, and I intend to be the best. So what I have to do is sit back, look at my mistakes, get better, and do what I need to do. You know, I need to get stronger. I need to get smarter. I need to become better as a man. And that's the #1 thing that I'm focused on. So one thing I'm gonna put out there, the next time you guys see me out there, it's gonna be a different Shaun Waytes, mark my words. And the man standing in front of me, he better be ready, because I'm coming for you. Bye guys, it's such a pleasure for me to entertain you guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all of my supporters out there. Shout out to my man Daniel Papash. Shout out to my Jonathan, my JC, Devon, Quincy. Shout out to my man Slugger Tote. My man, it's all good. Shout out to everybody. Keto Massey, and shout out to Inner City Boxing and the team. Alright guys, I gotta get out of here. I gotta do my thing. Peace out. It's your boy Shaun Waytes, and I'm out. Bye!